Hi, I'm RJ Baxter, your out-of-the-box lender with your Saturday strategy. I want to talk this week about a concept that I was introduced to recently. It's called Kaizen. I don't know if you've heard of this concept, but the Kaizen theory is that the small things we do, small actions, small thoughts, lead to huge accomplishments, huge innovation, huge achievements. And the reason why the Kaizen theory is that if we think too big, that basically the brain shuts down because there's a fear factor that's involved when we think about huge things that we can hardly even, it's almost like, where do we start? It's almost too much to take in. Like, for example, saying that you're going to become the top producer in your office, you're going to do 10 transactions a month or whatever that number would be. It's almost too much to wrap our brains around, because what are the steps we need to do to get there? So the Kaizen way is to take small actions that are going to lead to that innovation. Small actions that you can conceive of, that you can do, that you can accomplish, and therefore training the brain to succeed and to take those steps. So an example they give in the book, it's called One Small Step Can Change Your Life, the Kaizen way, is the phone. The phone was invented as a way for one person at one end of the telegraph to communicate to the person at the other end of the telegraph that they'd received the telegraph. Little did they know that it would develop into one of the biggest revolutions in communications that we had seen up until that time. An example in my own business that I can give is that we noticed that we were coming very close to going past contract deadlines, that we were getting clear to closes maybe just 2 days in advance of closing instead of a week or two like we are now, or coming right up to the loan conditions deadline. And we noticed that one thing that we could do was, instead of waiting until the inspection was over to order the appraisal, we now order the appraisal as soon as we get the sales contract, therefore saving at least a week, because we noticed that the breakdown was that the appraisal was delaying us in underwriting. So we just took that one little step, and that led to hitting deadlines way earlier, way happier clients, having figures to title well in advance. So that's an example of a Kaizen decision, or a small step that led to great changes and great innovation, at least in my business. An example you might take in the real estate business is, instead of saying, hey, I'm going to close 10 transactions every month, or some crazy goal that it would be awesome, of course, but just hard to get the brain around. Instead, each day when you wake up, say, how am I going to meet one new homeowner today? They may not be a seller or a buyer right now, but how am I going to meet a new homeowner today? That's a very small thing. It's achievable. You can accomplish it, and you can get your brain wrapped around it. So that's the concept of Kaizen. So take a close look at your business. Think of ways that you can take very small steps that can lead to big changes in your business, and therefore lead to that big production that you're looking for. That's my strategy this week. I hope that helps you guys out. Don't forget that I do home loans. Hey, you guys have a great weekend, and I appreciate you watching the video this weekend. Thanks.